Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio, the leader of the rideshare revolution, the rideshare rockstar, and the captain of the 2K Club, and the realest, the funniest, the handsomest, and the bearded-less driver on YouTube. And we're gonna talk about last week. I think so. Last week was obviously the best week I've ever driven, and for so many reasons, like the amount of miles I drove, um, the tips I got, the everything, the promo money, everything was fantastic last week. Sorry, this thing is not focusing well. But now I'm looking back, and I want to touch upon a couple things that I actually forgot to mention in my previous video on what day I put that out, Monday, yeah. And I want to talk about how that week actually could have gotten better, and yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much all I want to say. Um, so as you guys see there, my earnings actually went up a bit. Someone added a $3 tip retroactively. So with cash and Uber, I was at 2,500 on the dot, 2,543 plus 54, 254.96. I want to say on Lyft. So last week total was 25 or 2,755. Not bad, maybe 56. But I mean, I want you guys to realize something. Some of the trolls and some of the haters they'll make some stupid comments like, "You never would have made that money without promo." Well, actually, I would have, because while this was my best week ever in promotions, $500 in total promotions, which I think is crazy because that's like San Francisco money promotions. That's some of those guys. That's the promos you get in San Fran. Which I think is the highest promos in the country. But they get higher quest bonuses and lift driving, whatever the hell they're called, the driving challenges. But to get that much in promo money is impressive, right? But even if we take away every single dollar of promo money, I still would have made over $2,000. And even if you take away that one passenger that was worth $270, I still would have made $2,000. So like that's how good last week was. That's how efficient last week was. But I also want to talk about how it could have gotten better, and why I'm a little disappointed with the amount I drove to. So yeah. So I every single, with the exception of Monday and Friday, my first ride, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, were all airport rides to O'Hare. And I don't live too far from O'Hare, and I would drop them off between like 5:30 and 5:40, and then I would immediately turn the app off and drive towards the city because I didn't want to get stuck in traffic going towards the city. So let's imagine, for argument's sake, I would have gotten a rematch every one of those days, and more than likely a rematch is going towards the city, or yeah, an airport ride at that time. So if I would have gotten a rematch those 3 mornings, they would have been worth like 17 or $18. So right there would be an additional, what, $50 in 3 rides. And every single airport ride I had last week, no rematch. I only had to go to the bum lot twice last week. Every other time if I dropped off at the airport, I would go check out the lot, and if it was too packed or it was moving too slowly for me, I wouldn't even bother going in. So if we had rematches last week, you could have potentially seen an extra $100 to $150 in my total earnings. But we don't have rematches. So that did kind of cause me to eat additional dead miles each day after dropping someone off. And my miles for last week was 1,642, I want to say. Like, we just round up to 1,650. And let me show you really quick where the majority of those miles came from. So I mentally noted where I stopped driving every day last week. So Monday, I was on the north side of Chicago. Tuesday, I ended up in the south side, right over there, if you guys can see that. Wednesday I ended up in the west suburbs, but also I ate all those miles from Wisconsin up there. And Thursday, my last trip was to O'Hare, so that one pretty much, I mean, maybe 5 or 6 dead miles that day. Friday, north side, and Sunday, a little bit further west of the city. But I think that total, I was well over 200 dead miles in from, if we include like the dead miles from Wisconsin from Wednesday, because Monday was probably 17 or 18. Tuesday was probably closer to like 35. Wednesday, probably 100. Thursday, I'm not even going to count them. Friday, maybe 13. So that would be what? Let's just say 42, 142, 156. Saturday's about 16 or 17, so 180 something. Yeah, Sunday was like 12. So yeah, about 200, like 190 to 200 dead miles from just being done with driving. So if I didn't have all those dead miles, then the total miles I drove last week would have been like 1,200. So I would have easily been, I easily would have earned twice as much as I drove, which would have made a good week even better. But yeah, I wanted you guys to see that really quick. I think efficiency efficiency is now, that's definitely my focus now, is driving. Everyone says work smart, not hard. No, you have to do both, but you really have to be efficient. You really have to. Because like I said before, the less miles you drive, the less gas you spend, the less you're gonna spend on maintenance. It's honestly for the best if you try to maximize earnings while minimizing the amount you drove. So even I'm gonna say like 1,600 miles in a week. That's for $2,700 in earnings, awesome, but that's still a lot of miles for 1 week. So I think that's all I got for this one. I'm just very disappointed with, I'm not super disappointed, but it could have been better, honestly. But obviously we're limited here because we don't have rematches. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. I want to thank y'all for watching. Obviously best week ever. Could have been better, but I'm not going to complain much about it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you next time. And everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. Bye-bye.